How to measure leakage current with a 1000-line table and a specified multimeter. First, look at the customer's fault phenomenon. The issue is that when turned on, the indicator flashes, showing 3 icons briefly. Then all the lights go out. However, devices like TVs and computers can still be powered on. The customer's issue is that when the lights are turned on, the screen flickers briefly. All the lights turn on. They are lit. They are on. They stop for a moment and then turn back on automatically. Now all the lights are normal. They are all lit. This is normal. Now let's check the distribution box in this area. This type of fault has been repaired many times before. The lights throughout the house exhibit this issue. The problem typically lies in the distribution box. Can you see the fault point? The neutral bar looks like this. The entire neutral bar has melted. Loose connections on the neutral wire will overheat. Loose connections can generate high temperatures. This causes poor contact. Besides the loose connections, are there issues with the wiring? Leakage current can be measured. Measure for leakage current. Set the analog meter to the 10K range. Connect the red and black probes. Short the two probes together. Observe the needle's movement. Check if the needle goes to 0. If it doesn't reach 0, adjust the black knob. Set the needle to the 0 position. Before measuring for leakage, first turn off the main switch. Place the black probe on the ground bar. Then, use the red probe to measure all branch lines one by one. If the needle shows below 0.5 megohms, it is considered leakage. Do not move the black probe. Use the red probe to measure all the remaining lines. Of course, before measuring, all branch lines must be disconnected. This prevents interference with measurement data. For example, on this line, if measured now, the needle swings to the 2 megohm position. The hot and neutral wires show the same position. Is this poor insulation? A test can be conducted. Disconnect the leakage protector's branch line, then measure again. Again, place the black probe on the ground bar and measure the hot and neutral wires. Now the needle does not move. This shows that before measuring leakage, the wires must be disconnected. The needle shows 5 megohms. 2 megohms and 1 megohm are fine. Any reading below 0.5 megohms indicates leakage. How to test leakage with a clamp meter. This model is a milliampere clamp meter. The rear shows mA for milliampere, which measures leakage accurately. Before measuring, turn on the main switch. Measure between each hot and neutral wire, clamping the milliampere to the 1000-line meter. The sensitivity is very high. When the clamp meter is placed beside the wire, it detects an induced current. What reading indicates leakage? Many believe that if it doesn't return to 0, it indicates leakage. This is not always true. Households often have inductive loads. Inductive loads will have normal reactive current. The induced current can be several milliamperes. These are normal phenomena. If the reading has 2 digits after the decimal, meaning tens of milliamperes, it might indicate leakage or poor insulation. Thus, when using the clamp meter for leakage testing, one must check the displayed number. Also observe the load behind it. Clamp meters can be affected by nearby magnetic fields. This includes when clamping the wires. Positioning near the leakage protector's branch line can change the current. Therefore, when using a clamp meter for leakage testing, the decimal position must be observed carefully. A leakage current of around 2 milliamperes is a normal phenomenon. All right. Time is up. The neutral bar has been removed. A wank terminal has been added. Now we can close the switch and power it on. Now let's energize the distribution. It didn't work later. So he decided to change it. The wiring at the back is short. If it's impossible, he has to unscrew all the screws. He will redo it all over again. Otherwise, he can add mine. If there are any issues, contact him. All right. A simple repair is completed. Thanks for watching. He appreciates your guidance. Okay. That's fine.